Yeah, good afternoon. Well, the police have confirmed that sad news. The body of one woman was found on her property at Burringbar, south of Moolumbar. A second woman was also found after her car was washed off a causeway in the Hunter Valley. The police are saying now that up to 20,000 people were ordered to evacuate from the flood-struck regions here in northern New South Wales, 6,000 alone here in Lismore, although it's thought that only up to perhaps 50% of people actually followed those orders through, which led to an extraordinary number of rescues that have had to be conducted in these last 2-3 days, numbering in the hundreds, conducted by the SES and by New South Wales Police. The floodwaters here have begun to recede, perhaps by over a metre now, giving some people here a chance to get back to their properties and inspect the damage done and the cost incurred. The Wilson's River at Lismore is slowly dropping, but the murky brown water has left behind misery and destruction.
So I think the worst is certainly over. It's now, the question is how quickly will the water drop below the levee so we can have the Rural Fire Service assist us with the pumping out of the waters.
To help that, giant pumps are being brought in. The levee designed to protect the town is now preventing the floodwaters from draining away.
So that we can pump out particularly some essential infrastructure, if we can get that back up and running.
Across northern New South Wales, many roads remain closed. A couple's car was swept away while driving over a causeway west of Muswellbrook in the Hunter Valley. The husband managed to get out, but the body of a 64-year-old woman was later found in the submerged car. And late yesterday, the worst fears were realised south of Moolumbar, where a woman has disappeared in floodwaters there. Her body was found on the flooded property.
Please do not underestimate what it is that's the risk that you confront when you enter floodwaters.
As the floodwaters flow downstream, many communities will be cut off for days. In Lismore, locals are deploying a number of innovative ways to get around, some better equipped than others, all trying to cope with the post-deluge downpour delivered by Debbie. Others choosing to defend their homes from within, surrounded by an extended moat. Apart from rescues and welfare checks, a large part of SES operations today in Lismore were flood searchers, literally shouting out to people who might be trapped in these buildings and have no form of communication. The SES has deployed extra resources with a huge backlog of jobs continuing to pile up. As waters recede, the focus is shifting to recovery and cleaning up.
We also do have the equipment on standby, including trucks, hoses, all those material that's necessary once the water starts receding.
Thousands of residents desperate to return home to see what they have left.